fighter aircraft during World War II, known for its exceptional speed and maneuverability. It was highly regarded by pilots and widely considered a war-winning machine by the public. However, it had a critical flaw. Its engine would stall at crucial moments, particularly when diving in dogfights against German pilots. Welcome to Zim Voice Channel. In contrast, the German Luftwaffe's Messerschmitt Bf 109 did not suffer from this issue, giving German pilots a strategic edge in aerial combat. Britain's narrow victory in the Battle of Britain was partly due to this technical shortcoming in the Spitfire. To secure future victories, addressing this flaw was of utmost importance. British engineers worked relentlessly to find a solution. While major engineering firms attempted fixes without success, the breakthrough came from an unexpected source: Beatrice Tilly Schilling, an engineer whose contribution would prove vital to the Allied war effort. The problem lay within the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine that powered the Spitfire. Though the issue was first noticed in 1938, it was not seen as a major concern, since extreme dives were uncommon before the war. However, by 1940, at the height of the Battle of Britain, this flaw became a life-threatening problem. Even more alarming was the realization that other RAF aircraft, such as the Hawker Hurricane and the Bolton-Paul Defiant, also used the Merlin engine, meaning the entire fleet faced the same vulnerability. During World War II, aerial battles between British and German pilots were intense. The ability to execute quick dives or sharp climbs was crucial for survival and gaining an advantage in combat. Unfortunately, Spitfire pilots found themselves at a disadvantage as their engines cut out mid-dive. Despite this, British pilots had the benefit of fighting over home territory, with nearby fuel supplies allowing them to engage in prolonged combat. In contrast, German pilots had to fly across the English Channel, engage in battle, and return with limited fuel, making their operations more challenging. This may have helped the British compensate for their aircraft's mechanical weakness during the Battle of Britain. However, as the war continued, resolving this issue became critical. The problem stemmed from how gravity affected fuel flow in the Spitfire's carburetor. When the aircraft nosedived, fuel moved away from the engine's outlet instead of toward it, causing temporary engine failure. Top engineers of the time, including Cyril Lovesey from Rolls-Royce and A.D. Fisher from the Royal Aircraft Establishment, attempted multiple solutions, but their fixes often introduced new complications. This is where Beatrice Schilling made her mark. Having worked at the Royal Aircraft Establishment since 1938, she had a strong engineering background and was also a skilled motorcycle racer. In 1929, she became the first woman to study electrical engineering at Victoria University of Manchester. Her lifelong passion for mechanics was evident. She even modified her 490cc Norton motorcycle to achieve record speeds at Brooklands racetrack. By 1939, Schilling had risen to the position of technical officer, specializing in aircraft carburetors. When traditional solutions failed, she sought permission to investigate the problem herself. Initially underestimated due to her gender, she quickly devised a simple yet brilliant fix. Schilling designed a small brass restrictor plate with a precisely calibrated hole, which controlled fuel flow and prevented engine failure during dives. This modification could be installed quickly while aircraft were on the ground, making it highly practical. Determined to implement her solution, she personally traveled to air bases on her modified Norton motorcycle, installing the device in Spitfires and Hurricanes. The innovation nicknamed Miss Schilling's orifice, drastically improved the aircraft's performance in battle. While it didn't completely eliminate the issue, it was a game-changing improvement. Later, she developed an advanced carburetor for the Merlin engine, permanently solving the problem. After the war, RAF pilots credited Schilling for her invaluable contribution to their success. She was awarded the Order of the British Empire, OBE, and continued her pioneering work in engineering, contributing to advancements in rocketry, ramjets, and guided weapons. By 1955, she became the senior principal scientific officer at the Royal Aircraft Establishment. Beatrice Schilling was more than an engineer. She was a trailblazer who paved the way for women in technical fields. Her contributions not only shaped the outcome of World War II, but also left a lasting legacy in the world of engineering. Without her ingenuity, history might have taken a very different course.